Okay, so I thought that I was just going to make one video on this, but I found that I've got to make a second video on it. This is the FunVax conspiracy theory. This is the video that Andrea, child of the Greek gods, put up. So this is a confession of a guy, Ryan Harper, who's said to have made the film. And this is 2021, May 16th. He says, in 2011, I created a story called FunVax. To be more accurate, it was a collaboration between me and a successful Silicon Valley entrepreneur. And rather than a simple story, it was an idea for a mockumentary. It doesn't look like a mockumentary. In 2004, a scientist named Dean Hammer discovered a gene that predisposes people to become more religious. This is the movie. This is not in reality. Hammer called his discovery the God gene. The scientific name for the God gene is VMAT2. You know those little molecules in your brain that make you happy, dopamine and serotonin? Well, VMAT2 is responsible for packaging those like molecules and delivering them to synapses in your brain. This real-life discovery was a basis for my film. No. He's making it seem different than what it is. What was discovered was not the God gene. It's not a gene that turns on or off religious fanaticism like in his story. The premise of my story was that if a gene can control one's religiosity, then that gene can be manipulated and turned on and off at will. In the film, the government uses the idea to create a vaccine to cure religious fundamentalism, which would help gain an edge in Iraq and Afghanistan. No Islamic extremists, no jihad, no war. As part of the filmmaking process, I released a fictional video on YouTube showing a scientist pitching the FunVax proposal to a small audience at the Pentagon. In the film itself, I then dissected this YouTube video and proved that it had been doctored. At movie's end, the lead character, Joey Lombardi, admits to making up the FunVax conspiracy. Unfortunately, nobody ever saw the film's conclusion because it was never released. After 7 test screenings and ambivalent responses from dozens of film festivals in 2013 and 14, I came to the conclusion that the film was non-viable. After 3 long and hard years of working on the film, I had to move on to something else. My short-lived film career had ended. FunVax, however, lived on. Releasing the FunVax YouTube video laid the seeds to what would become a full-blown conspiracy theory, one that continues to spread across the internet. Just as the FunVax conspiracy began to wane, it reemerged last year as COVID-19 spread across the globe. Millions of people shared my original FunVax YouTube video with added commentary implying the COVID was actually FunVax. I should have come out then and stated the obvious: FunVax is fake. But so many websites and news agencies nailed the truth about FunVax, even mentioning me by name and describing the film project, that I didn't feel the need to say anything. I somewhat naively assumed that the worst that could come from COVID being confused with FunVax was that it would encourage religious people to wear masks and use more caution when interacting with other people. I was wrong. Early in the pandemic, someone created a new conspiracy from my YouTube video and spread the false narrative that it was Bill Gates who gave the FunVax lecture to the Pentagon. In reality, the person in that video was my Silicon Valley entrepreneur friend. Although there are similarities in the way they look, it seemed pretty obvious to me that they are different people. So again, I didn't say anything. But now that COVID vaccines are widely available, anti-vaxxers and other conspiracy theorists are using FunVax as propaganda against vaccination. Social media is ablaze with FunVax misinformation, and this time it is having deadly consequences. I can't be quiet any longer, so I'm saying it. FunVax is fake. Here's the thing. I don't think that people who believe in FunVax will care what I have to say. They'll come up with thousands of reasons to discount my confession. Maybe I am paid by Bill Gates. Maybe I'm a government plant. Maybe I'm part of the big media manipulating them. It's like arguing over the validity of Christianity, Islam, or Mormonism. People who believe will continue believing conspiracy theories are a matter of faith. We can talk about cognitive dissonance until we want to shove pencils. I'm not going to say those things. He's disgusting. It's absolutely revolting. He's violent, gory, absolutely revolting what he says here. the next things. I'm not going to say that. So here's the thing, is that he doesn't believe in God. He wanted to make this movie in order to propose what to do to people who do believe in God, because he hates God so much. And you can see this. So, now let me just propose something here a minute. Why would Bill Gates pay him to come out and say this? For what reason? Cover up? Bill Gates doesn't need to cover it up. He's been doing this in plain sight for decades now, and no one cares. No one's going to stop him. What, the government's going to pay someone to come out and say it's not true? For what reason? They get away with bloody murder. No one's going to stop them. No one is going to stop them. The big media, no one's going to stop them. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for this guy to be paid to come out and say FunVax is not true. No one's going to do anything to stop these people. So enough with the conspiracy lunacy, please. But you're not going to stop, because you're all pre-trib rapture believers. The ones who believe in fiction, who hate God, who don't believe in God, who try to cause people to trip up and go astray. That's who you are. That is who you are. And those of you who are staying true to Jesus Christ and not believing in the pre-trib rapture, which is a heresy, I've already shown that in the videos. You're on my channel, so go down the list. You'll see plenty of videos that literally go into the scriptures and prove that it's a heresy. There's no doubt about it. Everyone who looks at it, the ones who don't want to believe it, are afraid and they run away. They stop discussing it because they're afraid, because it literally proves it's a heresy. The rest of you, may the Lord bless you as you seek him with all your heart.